Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's start another run. Losing my voice. Brains over Brawn. I don't remember what I learned from Brains over Brawn. What's the deal with this one? You can't heal your champ. Oh, well, I can just read it. You can't heal your champion, and they end up with SAP 10. Cards are not discarded. Each time you draft a card, gain a copy. I don't know who to take. Oh, you know, I will say, Soulguard is not that bad. You love to be able to heal him, though. There are ways you can remove Heartless from your champion. In particular, I think resin removal will do it, because Heartless is technically a debuff. It used to be a status effect, but now it's a debuff. I say used to, and I mean like the first week of game release, I think. I might just go random though, because I don't really know what to do. Oh. Well, I was literally about to say Sentient could be pretty good. No, not with Heartless. Probably not with Heartless. You could go with Primordium on this one, probably. You could go with Little Fade. You could go with Rector Flicker. Let's do random. I would say, though, that Primordium is probably a good one. Awoken Umbra makes me scared because Wildenton is going to not be able to attack for like 10 turns, but maybe we can go the incant buff Wildenton route and see what happens there. He also cannot be healed, which makes this a very terrible synergy, but hey, you know, +6/+6 inside of a freaking Animus of Will, you never know what you can do. Sharpen, Perils of Production, Restoring Retreat. I kind of want to just Alt F4 this one because I think it's actually freaking terrible, but I suppose you never know. Rooted when they enter the floor below the Pyre Room. Maybe we can just buff Thornlord up enough so that he can actually attack on the top floor. Summon 3 stings, incant +1. So you could buff him. He's not guaranteed to be quick ever though. And he can't heal. And it's incant, which is actually pretty bad. But sweep, like he's never gonna actually do any damage. That's actually very not true. He will do some damage, but he's not gonna be able to heal much of it. I don't know, I still kinda like the Strangler, but maybe we'll try Thornlord. The tanky version of the champion, which seems like it's actually gonna be extremely terrible. Armor. It's not like I do any damage anyways, and you know, it's just the big units as opposed to the 5/1s, so the armor is actually better. What the heck? Oh, right, stings. I'm like, what the heck is this? Oh, right. I'm still gonna play the stings on you though. I think it's worth more. This is like a weirdly, extremely good early kind of run here. Very strange. Because now you're actually doing damage. How weird is that? Now I wish I could kill the Collector, but unfortunately we can't. So let's just accept that we can't kill the Collector and we'll get it out of the way. Goodbye. You know, at least we can just kind of like buff you up a little bit and then enemies will hit you and then die. Why not? Actually, we're able to play so many cards here. It's kind of strange just how well this is working, but I guess Morsel Maker with the Perils of Production is allowing us to play the Root Seeds and the Sharpen, and then we're just constantly able to get through the deck. And even though this guy can't really heal, he's still doing a pretty good job. And we can give him damage shield. It's not like he's completely worthless. So Shade Splitter. Energy Morsel for next turn. Perils of Production. Root Seeds, Root Seeds. Sting. +1/+1. Should have like descended the train steward or something, but whatever. We should have healed the train steward, but like you're dead. Our champion is actually that good. What a strange run. I know I keep saying that, but like, what a strange freaking run. Okay. We had a lot of thorns on that one. Vine Grasp, Glimmer, Sting. Right, we will add 2 cards when we add a card. I kind of like the draw out of the Sting, honestly. I don't really like Sting, but I like the draw out of it. Glimmer is also really nice to hit the backline, but we seem to be pretty well off with the spike gain. We're able to play that. So why don't we take the Stings? Add a Morsel Miner or Antumber Assault, add morsels. Let's go Making of a Morsel, and then, oh right, we add 2 of them. Ugh. Store 10 health, deal 10 health to enemy units. Kind of a sweep, but Husk Hermit is a sweep. What's coming up next? Divine Temple. Awoken Banner, Merchant of Steel. Let's go for the Husk. Let's go for the Animus of Speed. Quick is nice. You tend to want quick anyways. Get Large Stone. Do we want Large Stone quick? Not, oh good. I guess we could take a Husk Hermit and make it quick and then make it large. It's gonna save our champion quite a lot, although it's gonna be unplayable on the same floor, but we can descend units around and we can tank for our champion as well. So I'm like, yeah, sure, let's put quick in a Husk Hermit. Intrinsic and -2. I mean, we could literally do it off of turn 1 if we wanted to. Restoring Retreat. Boom, done. Might be a little unnecessary, but I kind of like stacking up a good kind of synergy early. So there's a quick sweep Husk Hermit. Kind of like the idea of just giving it a little bit of extra damage, but let's wait and try to give it some better stats later. And then let's move on. That's very interesting. You know what the problem is? I'm dumb. But this other problem is we're not guaranteed to draw it. We have 2 other units in our deck. So the Restoring Retreat maybe is not ideal. That's fine. We'll deal with it. Look, you're gonna do some damage. I'm happy with that at least. All right, so Restoring Retreat is not really what we're looking for. I still like the Husk Hermit. You might as well stop that guy from adding even more junk to my deck. Do we have a Perils of Production? We do. Can we play it? We can. We'll be fine. Because Husk Hermit, Sharpen, now we're getting the gold. We can also reduce the damage that we are taking. You're also not attacking yet, which is, you know, wish it was better. And we can, if we want, stockpile 1 floor. I actually don't like that. Why did we see this card? Did we really go through the deck that quickly? Holy cow. It's turn 2. On turn 2? Oh, we don't discard! It's actually fine! Okay, I got it. I understand now. I was a fool. First I was afraid. I can't descend you. Okay. So we can wait to play the Restoring Retreat for when it's actually necessary, so we probably didn't even need to make it intrinsic. kind of want to just buff you up even more. This unit is gonna make it up, so why don't we just lower it and have it take more time? Can you kill some of these units already, my dude? This champion is kind of pissing me off already. We're gonna take 2 damage. I could have maybe even killed the boss at the bottom. Lifesteal. Unfortunately, not what we're looking for, but you can block at least. Oh no, we can't block any damage. That's fine. Not enough Ember? Sting, Steel Enhancer, Wildwood Sap. I do like the sap. What do you think the chances are of us grabbing a Awoken tank unit? Probably not amazing, huh? Apply +3/+3, or 2 more stings. Since we have no healing, I guess we'll go sap. And I kind of like Space Prism. We can build up big floors. We might not need that, intrinsic card anymore, but whatever. At least we can still descend things down onto other floors. There's another large stone. And an Animus of Will ×2, or a Steel Singer ×2. I don't have enough, well, anything to play Steel Singer. I don't have enough capacity, I don't have enough energy. Rejuvenate's interesting, but I think you just want to go Animus of Will, large stone it, and then plomp it right behind another unit. You are a tank, though. You're a great tank. What is your essence? +20, +40, +1. I want both. I want the Animus of Will and the Steel Singer. I've won with this card before. It's so hard to actually make this Steel Singer work. I guess we're gonna go Animus of Will and then give one of them a large stone. The more things change, the more they stay the same. We have money? Oh, we absolutely have money. If we have money, let's reroll. I think Endless is total trash. So let us look at the caverns. Hellhorned Melting Stygian. Can we get Rage on rare? Ooh. Do we have summon effects? Add 3 stings to your hand. Apply 2 rage and apply 2 armor. The rage drains so quickly. Endless Transcendum to get infinite stings is kind of bad. Dark Deal. It's a little bit of rage gain, but not too much. It is a free card though. Got to admit that, but yeah, let's try Dark Deal. I will admit to having no idea what this deck is doing right now. Oh, we could have Endless to transcend him, but then had stings every turn. And if we had played Steel Singer, we could have also had the Steel Singer come back every turn. There's some possible misplays in there. I say possible, I mean probable. I think we should just upgrade units because we have so freaking many. Maybe that's the idea of this challenge. You just have an overwhelming number of units that you play and an overwhelming number of spells that you play without really regard to the quality of them individually. You just have good stuff. Push the attack. Oh man, you do so much damage. So I am like, I guess we can do this. What's worth more, the damage or the incanting up here? Probably the damage. But then we will give you Sharpen. I got a plan, Plan is play your units. Wicked spikes. If I play you, you're gonna die. Am I okay with that? Probably. Although I will admit, I'm kind of drawing a blank for what to do on this turn. Maybe I could have done something a little better on that turn. Let's keep the descent. I don't know. I don't know how to think about the deck that we've constructed at all. I'm just kind of lost it. I've lost my mind. I think this is fine. And then why don't we give you some rage? Rage 7, which is actually pretty good. You got pushed to the back. Oh God, that's Amos is so dead. Well, at least you're almost gonna die. If I sharpen you, it will kill this unit, which is kind of funny. But I think what we want to do is, well, I was gonna say descend, but if you're getting all the kills, maybe we don't want to descend at all. Maybe we just want to maybe descend you. And now you're gonna live. Imagine that, you're gonna live. You're gonna live? You'll die in 2 turns. You got pushed to the back and then the unit behind you died. God damn, how did that happen? What? Oh, the freaking unit had sweep, I think. God damn. I don't care about you. I want to keep you alive. I don't know why I'm buffing you. That seems like a terrible idea. Although at this point, I guess I'm just in for a penny, in for a pound. Like, if I could get you to hit me one more time, I could have you kill my train steward. Or if I could get you to do one more damage, you could kill my train steward, but that's not gonna happen. All right, final wave. Can I swap positions of these enemies? Absolutely not. I can keep that train steward alive, though. That seems like a good idea. Whatever, I think we're gonna be fine here. It's just... I had problems with this challenge last time, if I remember correctly. You do so much damage. You have 4 life steal. I've handled this one not as I should have. That champion is doing no damage. We should probably pick our champion. And we should probably pick Primordium. Like, I don't know. $188, $198. We're actually gonna make it, which is stupid. But we should probably pick our champion. I gotta say, Little Fade might also be a fun champion. Spikes deal more damage, regen and spikes restore friendly units to full health. Yeah, sure. Shadow Siege. I mean, the card can stick in our hand until we can play it. It's also a plus 60, plus 50, and plus 2. That seems pretty good. Do we have to take capacity to play it? Where'd the card go? Yes? Okay, I will take capacity. I guess this is what we're doing. We didn't need to take capacity. We could have just used the cards that we had, but this is fine. Because we're gonna make the world's largest Animus, and then we don't have to play Shadow Siege, right? Is that what we're gonna do? What is Shadow Siege? You're 200, 150, but you gain 50 health, and we can put you on a multi-striker. This deck blows, but it's funny, and that's why I like it. I don't know, maybe we want to keep the quick. Should really just dump like a train steward here. Upgrade your champion. Yeah, let's see what our champion upgrade is going to upgrade for. Incant 2 or apply root. You do become a lot more tankier at a higher level, and you do incant, but you don't do much on your own. If you can root enemies, maybe you can slow them down for a turn or two. But you also come out with sap, and you're not quick, like, at all. So I don't know, let's go Thornlord. We don't need him to be a tank, we just need him to be good. I will sack one Shadow Siege, I will. Although we could also make him multi-strike, but we have to still play the unit. Why don't we make a 78 times 3, 33 Animus of Will? Yeah, that seems pretty fun. Intrinsic plus 30 magic power. We're going super hard on the packed shards, which is probably dumb, though Unleash the Wildwood is very interesting, so, as is Prism Stone, but because we don't discard, I think we don't need to worry about those at all. All right, I'll take another Animus. I don't know, are we going 200 pack shards in this one? Frick if I know. At this point, what's 15 armor? It's nothing. I do like the Husk Hermit Sweep Quick. I just wish you could do a little bit more damage. But I'm still gonna put you down here. I'll buff you. And well, hold on to these. No, we should spend one. I'd rather not lose the energy, so we'll play you there. Is that the big one? Is that the big one? Oh, that's the big one. Although I can descend you, I suppose. Unleash the Wildwood unfortunately doesn't work, but, you know, as expected. I suppose we'll just, I mean, yeah? Oh, I have both of them in my hand, actually. Oops. Why not play the morsel first? I mean, I could easily put two of them on the same floor. Seems pretty good, but you gotta die on this turn though, so we can't do it right now. We can do it next turn. And what's stupid is that it's it can kind of work, and it's strange and stupid, but I like it. I just hate that Wildenton's not doing anything, but he does have 11 sap, because these guys are just adding to his sap. I realize that now. So Perils of Production is coming. When it gets here, oh baby, we'll be able to play that card. So we need to save a morsel generator for it. What can we play in anticipation of that? You only need to play this when a unit's dying. I guess we could play some Animuses. The problem is, there's no place to play the Animuses. So, I guess I will play a Root Seeds. I guess I will, spend my energy creating morsels and end my turn. I want you to die, champion. I would much prefer it if you could actually get out of my deck. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to play all these morsels and get them out of my hand so I can draw more cards. Hello, you're taking 15 damage. You've got a lot of multi-strike. You gain a lot of damage every floor. You're not gonna do nearly enough. That's for later. That's for daddy. Actually, we can play Shadow Siege right now. That's stupid. What a stupid deck. This is fun. So it is kind of just a big deck, a big unit deck. What does this deck do? It plays big units. It doesn't really need much else to work with it. We don't need to wait for units to be melded with the +6/+6 every turn to get upgraded. We just play big units from the beginning. Awake. Too expensive. It's a good heal, but really we need to upgrade spells now. Oh, trample, damage shield, and morsel. That's so good. Plus 1 energy per turn for the rest of battle. That seems very important because our hand is so full. And we need to upgrade spells. We have to. We've got holdover that we want on a lot of stuff. Now, we could put multi-strike in the Shadow Siege and then have a multi-striking Shadow Siege if we want. I gotta admit that seems kind of fun. I like all of our units. I think we will do that. I will remove an Animus of Speed. We have too many units. I will remove a Train Steward because I don't need them. Double stack. Gain 3 energy. Gain 14 rage, gain regen 20. That's tempting. We're going super heavy on the pact shards, man. Sure, take a level of multi-strike, because you're worth it. Upgrade a spell to cost -2. We have 135 pact shards. We haven't even fought the 5th boss. Oh goodness! I wish it doubled the energy you got from this. That's what I wish. H14. It's only 28 damage times 3, so it's 78 damage bonus. I don't know. I think Dark Deal is fine. Sure, make a Sting Consume. As for cheap cards, I want one of these to be holdover if at all possible, so I will make one of them free. Remove Consume. Cost 1 more. We're never gonna need this, I don't think. I just want cards to be cheaper. Yeah, make the other one free as well. That way we can play it if it's an emergency and we have to get it out. I will also spend to remove a Train Steward. What's coming up next? Probably another Merchant of Magic. So let's save the rest of our cash. I mean, we bought out the shop, almost. 37. We have a lot of cards in the deck because with this challenge, you do double draw. Spell Shield 2. I don't do spell damage. Yeah, with the cards in this deck, we add double cards to our deck, which makes it really hard to actually, you know, limit the amount of spells that we have. Wildenton, you suck to such an incredible degree, I hate you. However, right now you will function as a decent tank. Don't play it. Hello. I can play you. I can't actually play the morsel. But next turn we can play Shadow Siege. Wow, what, we just can't do any damage here? No, we can do more. At least we're killing you now. I don't care if the champion dies. The champion is freaking meaningless. The champion just did a little bit of, I mean, we have our own, we've made our own champions. What I need is a descend on holdover. That's what I need. Okay. Play you. Play you. Play you. We got him out. We're doing all right. You're living. You're living. If everyone's living, we live with it. Take one of those. Jesus, what do we do now? Kind of feel like getting these root seeds out of my deck. I don't know, do we buff you? We can probably dark deal you, but I don't know. Deal you. I wanna get cards out of my hand so I can draw more. So I'm just, at this point, get anything out of my hand so I can draw more. -1 capacity plus energy for the rest of battle. Lifesteal morsels would go a long way. We didn't get any, but that's fine. I literally can't play this morsel. I can play it next turn. I can play it next turn. Should have played Dark Deal probably. Should have played Engine Upgrade so we have energy. It's the entire reason we have the damn card in the deck. Look, you do a lot of damage. You're not gonna make it past the Shadow Siege, okay? Try as you might, you're not gonna make it past. Let's Engine Upgrade. Dark Deal. Heal to full. Now you're taking 200 damage. I don't even know if the sap matters, but I tell you what, we'll play it up here. I mean, the Shadow Siege does 400 damage. It's pretty good. As you know, as expected, we're not really getting through the deck quickly because we desperately need energy. That is the next get. We didn't even draw either of the Space Prisms, unfortunately. But like, I think it's okay. I literally can't play any of these. I guess we'll play a Shade Splitter. Spend the energy on this turn. Hey, you're dead! Who would have thought? When you actually get to your cards, you can win. We need more descends. We need freaking everything. Yeah, plus energy. Absolutely, thank you. Plus capacity. Ooh, Cave-In is gonna be so good. Never mind, Cave-In is phenomenal. What do you do here? Do you go spells or you probably go units? Units are killing it. We can't take this, it's gonna ruin capacity. We don't even have X cost cards, but at least this is something. Another large stone? Shadow Siege doesn't get any larger, but an Animus of 6 capacity is very funny. So I will take it. I'm just gonna give you health. You're probably not long for this run. Multi-strike. You gotta give it to the Shadow Siege. I never thought I would say this, but we can play a Shadow Siege. That's incredible. I will take this, by the way. We're at 150 pack shards already. Now, ascend, descend, dazing enemies is fun, but dazing enemies when they enter the train saves us a lot of damage because we don't have quick. Well, I guess we literally do, but I feel like this is gonna save us a lot. I can descend enemies, but I'm going to be descending my own units most of the time. So randomly dazing enemies feels very, very good. We have 150 pack shards. This is why you don't just restart your runs when you don't like your start, by the way. So this is kind of the ideal turn one. I wish I could make a unit intrinsic. This is what we want. We stack one big bottom floor. Everything's gonna die while it's down here, ideally. We can't quite descend the Animus of Will, but we can play an Animus of Will. So, you might as well. Now we're not gonna descend it. We might as well play this because we have the energy. We should have played it on you. We're not gonna descend it because we want to descend it like behind the Shadow Siege. But we can engineer playing the Shadow Siege. We just need to play it here on this floor. This floor can take the engine upgrade, that's no problem. So we want this. We're gonna have to wait till next turn because we don't quite have the energy, but we're super close. I can play this Animus, but I really would like to play the Animus behind Shadow Siege because it's such a good tank. The Animuses are good tanks too, and in fact, the Shadow Siege does twice the damage of an Animus. So you know what? Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe we actually do it like this. What's up? We're gonna need a little bit of energy. That's fine. Play this. We'll play you. I don't know. Play that there. Save these cards. Why not descend you now? Good point. And we can't get the energy, but that's fine. What was that? What was that morsel ember drained? What happened? Because we can play Capacity, Morsel, Peril, Shadow Siege. And now you're seeing what we're doing. We're making the world's largest floor. The world's largest floor. And then we can probably go for the energy, and we will give you the damage, I guess. I mean, we're gonna have a floor with 1,200 damage on it, and we're not really even doing anything to make that happen. It's just part of the run at this point. You kill all the weak enemies, you kill everything else. Is it perfect? Oh, hell no. Because we still have the problem of not being able to heal reliably, but as soon as we get a holdover on an Unleash the Wildwood, then we've got our healing covered. And I mean, yes. And then we can always just descend to the bottom floor. The boss is taking 800 damage. The only way this would be more of a stomp is if the Wildenton actually did damage and swept and neutered the enemies at all. But the boss is dead. Punched in the head by a Shadow Siege. It's definitely not brains over brawn. Definitely a brawn over brawn situation. Dude, Unleash the Wildwood is great. And probably what we're going to take. But I like Kindle because of the fact that it's an X cost card and it means that it's easier to play a Shadow Siege. However, this is healing, which I think is a little bit more important. We can play Shadow Siege, it just takes a minute. We definitely need energy. Draw's not a problem, we have draw in the deck. Oh my god, I can dupe like a Shadow Siege. Why not? Our units are upgraded. I mean, it's either dupe him or dupe equally as badass Animus. All right, Thorn Lord, you're a tank. You are a temporary tank. Spell Chain. Pretty good. Magic Power and Piercing, not so much. So what do we want Spell Chained? Dude, a full heal ×2 seems great. Space Prism seems great. Cave In. Perils of Production. You get one of them, you can play a Shadow Siege, no matter what your energy is. Energy is a bit of a problem. I mean, Engine Upgrade kind of helps to solve that, but... Okay, admittedly, we don't have the draw I thought we would have, but it's still pretty good. I think, 2 Perils of Production seems really nice, so that we can play more of the cards that we need to play when we need to play them. What gets removed in this deck? I mean, Jesus, do you see it? Do you see this deck? I think it was a mistake to add Dark Deal. We clearly don't need the damage, but I'll keep this one in the deck just in case. We don't need Morsels. The only reason we need Morsels is so Perils of Production won't screw us. So I am leaving them in. We kind of don't need regen. We have Unleash the Wildwood, so I'm gonna get rid of the regen as well. We have drastically altered the functionality of this deck, but it's still fantastic. We have changed much. Enemy units enter with spikes 5. That is not nearly good enough to stop me at this point. With the amount of full heals that we have in the deck, I've got 4 of them. We're bound to draw them soon. Now, I do wish we had a little bit more damage so that we could actually kill these enemies, but they started dazed, which is quite nice. I can also, if I really wanted to, put a Animus behind the champion, but I would really like a sweep to do it. So I think we will just do this, and we're gonna have a good turn 2 draw. I could also let Wildenton sit in my hand and then get good incantations later, but I'd rather get the incantations now. You know, we draw a full hand next turn. You might as well play the Animus. There, we get 8 cards. Now we're dead, but the enemy is also dead. And if I want, I can just descend and daze everything, but that seems like a bad idea. What I need to do is, and this is a weird one. It's an extremely weird one, but I need to descend the Husk Hermit and then double stack Rage this guy so it can kill everything in one hit. Because the reason why we're dying is these enemies just do so much damage. So we are going to do that. We might as well not play a Shade Splitter because we need it to hit Ember Drain, I think, later. Although we could probably play 1 Morsel and be fine. And actually, Lifesteal on you, that's gonna help a lot. So I like that. And you'll get eaten, so we won't be Ember Drained. Okay. In hindsight, I think this is appropriate. But we can't descend everything. We can only descend 1 unit. So I will descend you, because you're the most important thing. Now we're not really taking much damage at all. So we are gonna be Ember Drain next turn, and this guy kind of screwed up my capacity, but we'll play this, and we'll play this, and you know, I guess I could play the Animus at will. Oh, look, Shadow Siege. As long as nothing's dying, there's no reason to play anything else. I'll give you a little heal. I will, you're dead, who cares? Get more energy, but less draw. Our hand is full anyways. I just need to be able to play the Shadow Siege. Even if we can't play it, we still have enough heals in our deck. We're gonna be fine. There's Perils of Production, but no way of playing it. So we might want to think about playing it in that case. You know, play 1 of them. We're going to be Ember Drained, but we'll have another one. So let's buff you. This'll work. Yeah. I don't know, let's get the Shadow Siege out first, maybe. Yeah. You need the rage. I know we're being ember drained. You can take that, you can take that. Now if we need energy, we have barrels of production, hopefully we draw a morsel generator. You're dead, but that's what all of these full heals are for. -1 capacity on this floor. Yeah, I think we can handle that. We're gonna start here though, because we kind of need to. There's a full heal. You take this. Ember Drain is still annoying, but we're working with it. I mean, I'm so glad we have the Quick Sweeper. It's just really hard to actually utilize our floor space correctly. Such a wild freaking run. Dude, you know what? No, I don't have the energy. We gotta do this next turn. That's fine. Next turn we can play a Shadow Siege at the bottom. I mean, we actually get 7 energy per turn. Actually, the Shadow Siege is gonna like freaking die almost immediately, but it's still possibly worth it. I mean, if we're not gonna, if he's gonna live for even 1 turn, you might as well have him do 600 damage to the boss, right? So there you go. I'll give you the rage. I'll give you a morsel. We have no capacity anywhere else, so I'll spend my energy. You might as well spend the heal. Oh no, you got a Slay trigger. By the way, you're dead. Now, I really wish we could have gotten to Cave-In. But it is kind of hard for us to get to that point, isn't it? I don't know. You can take that. Like, Divinity is gonna, any boss that exists pre-Relentless is gonna get screwed. Ensnare, kind of like that card. Kind of like it because it doesn't really clog up your deck much because you draw through it after a second, like after 1 turn, but do we really need the root? It doesn't hurt to isolate enemies and keep them busy for a second. But I think I'm gonna skip that one. Shroud Mitosis. If only I could Mitosis something else. We will not be adding these cards, I think, because I don't think we want them. Shroud Mitosis is fun, but I mean, if this was the challenge where your units count as all types, it would be hilarious to have even more Shadow Sieges on the same floor, but that's fine. So I think we need spell upgrades. Holdover Cave-Ins would be incredible. And we can always just dupe something in our deck that we want to dupe. So let's see what we got. Permafrost. Literally all of our cards already permafrost. That's meaningless. Magic Power is meaningless. Cheaper spell. That means something. That's meaningful. I will make Unleash the Wildwood cheaper because it's always something that we're going to want to play like in an emergency. And a Holdover is beautiful because that means we have a heal literally every turn as soon as you draw that one. But a Cave-In is also very lovely. When a friendly unit is healed, deal damage. When you summon the second unit during a turn, gain 3. Friendly units enter with lifesteal 2. It's actually not bad just to keep your units alive temporarily. They're gonna take a lot of damage in theory. They're also gonna burn through the lifesteal in turn 1, but it keeps them at full health for a turn. We don't really summon too many units, but when we summon a Morsel and then a Wildenton or something, we would like to get a refund, and it allows us to get units out, which is very nice. 600 gold. Removal. I don't think we need any root seeds. Like, we just don't need the damage output. We also don't need the Shade Splitters because we can't really play capacity like that anymore. Purge spell cost -2. You know what? A free cave-in every turn. It's pretty good. If you make it holdover. I mean, we do have 4 full heals in the deck. A free cave-in every turn keeps the enemies with your units. But they're all gonna die anyway. Units aren't gonna really make it through all that much. But it's so good for allowing you the capacity to play other cards like morsels or other units. I'm gonna upgrade the Cave-In. I kind of like that. Now, of course, you have to get the card, but still kind of like it. And then cheaper spell, we'll make, you know, that cheap. And then we'll go to the Merchant of Trinkets, and then we will upgrade Lifesteal and better units, and then we can't afford a reroll, but we can remove a card, so I will remove 1 more Shade, because now we have less of an energy problem. And I will dupe. Why not dupe another Shadow Siege? We're gonna be at 200 shards, which is stupid, but also this deck is a lot of fun, and I really hope we can live. I really hope we can win this one, but if we draw an early Cave-In holdover, oh man, the units are gonna be incredible. Well, okay, what the hell do we want? If you die, I literally don't care. You exist to kill this guy. 6 capacity. I think 7 capacity here and 6 capacity here is totally fine. I wish I could play the Shadow Siege, but we just didn't really have anything. What are you? Buff, debuff removal? So we're basically never gonna be dazed, unfortunately. I like a quick sweeper killing everything. We can probably start that on the middle floor. Dude, not having any of our energy gain sucks because it means the Shadow Siege isn't doing anything. We're gonna be Ember Drained here next turn, which also sucks. So we'll probably play Pyrogrow to compensate. And with the Root Seeds, we can compensate for the negative draw as well. So I think Husk Hermit needs to be played to kill all these units that are moving up. We will draw an Animus. Likely. I've got 3 Shadow Sieges in the deck. Hopefully we draw an Animus, because we kind of need it. You're gonna get buffed. You're gonna get buffed. You can take that. You can take Regen. Maybe we should have played the Morsel so we had a target for Ember Drain, but whatever. I guess you're gonna be stuck on the top floor temporarily, which is nice. Thank you, Quick Sweeper. My God. My man. I think we will. You don't sweep. We will let the Animus deal with the top floor. I completely forgot about the Shadow Siege being playable off of Hell's Banners, by the way. That was my bad. Lifesteal's doing a good job keeping things alive. You doing more damage is really good, but you can get around it super easily right now because you have Lifesteal. So I'm gonna give it to you. I mean, you're dead. Although, if I can keep 1 stack of Lifesteal, why not? Give it to you. Okay, we just need to draw something. I don't know what at this point. Draw me something, please. Okay, this is actually pretty good. We can now officially descend some. You're all dazed and we're not dying. I kind of need the capacity behind Wildenton. but this is fine. Because we can play a real Shadow Siege on this turn, not even a fake Animus Shadow Siege. Might even be able to play both of them, but definitely don't need to. So, Morsel? You sweep, you're gonna kill the Morsel. We might as well play it down here then. Morsel? Peril. There's our energy. Descend you. Shadow Siege up. A little bit of extra energy refund. I really wish we could play Shadow Siege down here, but maybe later. For now, let's just get the Sharpen out of the way, and we'll end turn. We're gonna be a little Ember Drain next turn. We're gonna be quite a bit Ember Drain next turn, but we're getting out of the hole of we can't really afford to play our units, which is nice. In fact, we can play an Animus on this turn. Cave-in Holdover. You won't be cave-in, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. You're gonna die anyways. I think. Thinking of a Morsel. You're gonna sweep my Morsel. I hate you, but it doesn't matter. Do we have a worse Morsel? We do. Play this one. I don't know, what's up with you, buddy? So you lost your root, which is very interesting. You were Ember Drained. You were still Ember, oh, because of this guy, that's why you're Ember. Dude, we are heavily Ember Drained for a turn, but that's fine, we'll deal with it. You might as well take the Morsel. I want to Morsel mine next turn with Perils of Production. Let's save that. We good? We good. We're gonna have capacity down here for a Shadow Siege. Eventually we can descend everything to the bottom floor, which is funny. How's it going? Handful. No wonder. Morsel Miner. Perils of Production. Cave-in. Perils of Production. Shadow Siege. Look at the capacity. Engine upgrade. Boss had taken 600 damage. Look at our freaking floor. Nethel Murray, welcome. How you doing today? Buddy. What's going on, buddy? We're on -2 next turn, +1 energy. Eventually, we will get the Shadow Siege played. We need capacity on this floor. I reduced the capacity. I'm dumb. I'm a fool. It's like, can I descend you 2 turns in a row? I think the answer to that question is no. Well, might as well do it like this then. You might as well still descend everything. Look at this floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 1,800 damage on the same floor. It says, I just finished patching up the holes our dog made in one of our couches. Why are you letting your dogs chew up your couches? Seems like you should be doing something to stop that. Well, that was fun. I do like being able to play Shadow Sieges. We have 1,800 damage on one floor. And that's with making plenty of mistakes with unit placement. We could have had another Shadow Siege probably. Only drawing 5, we didn't get anything. Only drawing 5 cards per turn does kind of suck, but you gain 7 damage. Your damage output is absurd, and I hate you. Do 21 damage immediately, huh? Dude, we can play a Shadow Siege immediately. That's cool. We can play him on the bottom, but I don't really want to play him on the bottom. Kind of would rather play him up here and then descend him later. So, don't play that. Because this is going to give us an energy refund. Also, you're taking 41 damage. You should know by now, I don't care if you live or die. I care about Shadow Siege, who's doing 555 damage to the boss already. Then we'll get our draw for next turn. I just like Thornlord giving me draw. And possibly an energy refund. So I like this. We can actually get another Shadow Siege, but I would prefer, I think, to get the sweep quick. But we have a lot of Descend. Maybe we can play them both. I gotta think how this is gonna work. Because we can put a Shadow Siege in front and then put you in the back in theory, but maybe not on this turn? I don't know. Like, how many Descends do I have? I have 2. So I could Descend you. Ah, screw it. I do like the damage shield. You go there. Are we gonna peril you immediately? Yes. Because then we can Shadow Siege and then Descend a Shadow Siege. And if we want, we could Descend everything again, but I think that is not what we are looking for. I think that would be classified as a bad call. So instead, we will get our Husk Hermit ready to be Descended. No, we should keep these cards actually because we get energy refund by playing them. We might need the energy later. We can always play Husk Hermit on the bottom and keep him alive and just like wound all these enemies as they move up. 87 damage is a lot, but we don't have our sweeper out there yet. And our sweeper can't do enough damage to kill this unit, which is a terrible sight to behold. But maybe this is a good turn to Descend everything, because we can Descend everything to the bottom floor, and then the Husk Hermit will get a couple of kills. Wildington will tank. The Husk Hermit's gonna be taking a lot of damage, but we can play a Shadow Siege in the middle floor to make up for it. Yeah, that seems like a pretty okay play, I think. And then we also have another Animus we can play as well. Because you just do trample. That's like not a big problem. So it'll be Husk Hermit here. This does save you a little bit of damage. We'll just play this here. Oh no. Then I'm not gonna have the energy. I will, but I won't be able to cave in. Maybe we're okay with that. We can cave in later. Because everything on this floor is gonna die. Yeah, what if we just want to play an Animus on this turn? I can't even play the Morsel! Wait a minute. What have I done? We can play this Animus, but not this one. Okay. Well, in that case, break. -1 capacity on this floor, +1 energy per turn for the rest of battle. I will play this here. That gives us an energy refund. I will play the Morsel Miner. I will play an Animus. I will heal up the... You have lifesteal, but you still are taking 21 damage, but you're gonna be able to heal next turn. Actually, are you gonna use all of your lifesteal? You know what, doesn't matter. Play that there. You know what? Hi. How are you not dying? How are we doing so little damage? Oh, because it takes 2 hits to kill like every individual unit. But hey, at least we do get another Animus out, so I thought that out correctly, I think. I'd love it if that unit wasn't in the front with 11 HP, but we can heal him up if we have to. Just waiting on the holdover cave-in. 107 damage, that kind of blows. Yeah, because you didn't do enough damage to kill this guy, but that's fine. Draw -2 next turn, +1 energy. I need to draw next turn. I need a descend as well. I also need to heal you. Look, this floor is the annoying floor at this point. I can get an energy refund, but I won't be able to play the Shadow Siege. We gotta wait till next turn. Really, it's just cave-in. As soon as we get cave-in, we're okay. We'll still be okay. We're just gonna take a lot of damage next turn. I would like to keep you alive. Is it worth spending to keep a Husk Hermit alive? I actually don't know, because this Husk Hermit isn't really able to kill things in one hit. Maybe if I buff it up with Sharpen and Root Seeds, it will. You know what? We should probably keep it alive. I mean, we have 3 Unleash the Wildwood coming up. So I think I'm gonna keep you alive. Now what are we gonna do? We're drawing +6 next turn. Because we're overdrawing, I will play 1 Pyre Grow. We also have a little bit of excess energy, so we can play the Shade Splitter and the Making of a Morsel. This gives us an energy refund next turn. We only draw 4, but I think that's a good balance. You are dying again. I mean, if you die, it's not a huge deal. You are annoying, but you're gonna stick around for a turn. We really do need to get to that descend at some point. Why are you dying? Oh. You just do a lot of damage, huh? I'd prefer if you didn't die. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter if you die, because I've got a Shadow Siege just waiting to get out there. I mean, the boss is also just taking a lot of damage. You get armor every turn. That's not good. That's not good at all. How are we gonna do this? I mean, we have 600 damage every turn. As long as we keep those guys alive, they should be fine. And the bottom floor is ideally where we want to be anyways, because everything is coming out dazed. This guy doing 21 damage trample is not a big deal. You're gonna stick around. I'm not worried about you. The Animus dying means we can play a Shadow Siege. I'm not worried about you. We do need to get rid of cards in our hand, because I can't play anything. So we're gonna draw 5 next turn. 2 more Unleash the Wildwoods coming up, a Cave-In on Holdover. That relic that would have made everything dazed on Cave-In would have been really nice to have. I'm gonna let that Animus go, and our quick unit, but our quick unit is not as important at this point. So we did get the holdover cave-in, which is great. What this means is we're probably going to just descend everything behind the Shadow Siege, and then heal, and then next turn we'll heal down here, because we are gonna draw the other 2 Unleash the Wildwoods. Oh, there they are. They're there. 6, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. I mean, it's 140 damage coming out, but the Shadow Siege will live, which is kind of incredible. We can also give it a morsel, but not a very good one. We're also gonna get an energy refund off of this. Oh, but you have lifesteal, you're gonna be fine. Don't even worry about it, my dude. We're gonna give you the Rage. These guys are stealthed, which is annoying. -1, we're never gonna play anything else on this floor. Definitely not. Spike you up. We have +5 draw next turn. Nothing's dying. End turn. We just did like 800 damage to the boss right there. Now, if you guys make it to the pyre, I'm gonna be sad, but I'm not gonna be distraught. What I like the idea of is descending everything one more time. And you're not even gonna hit the pyre on this turn. I can let you sit and then descend you next turn. So I will descend everything now. Oh, hi, how's it going? I will root seeds. No reason to play any of these unless we want to save hand space. I actually think we do. We do not need a holdover Perils of Production with Ember Drain and all this nonsense, so I will just get this out of the way now so we can draw more. We're only drawing 5 cards, but I don't really want to play an Unleash the Wildwood unnecessarily. By the way, it's full health. We can descend you, and then you're not going to do anything for a turn. Oh, hey, look, another Perils of Production. That's not what we want. That's fine. I don't know, just like play a bunch of cards. Because those guys, they get stalled on the top floor repeatedly. You're taking 700 damage. How do you think you're going to make it out of this alive, my friend? I'm just gonna descend my morsel. I can finally kill you. We only need to play the heals when we're dying. I've got 3 Shadow Sieges. You're dead. You're not doing anything. You know what? You're dead. You're freaking all healed. Look at this. That's amazing. Oh, hey, look, more lifesteal. Oh, hey, look, there's 12 energy. And full health to boot. Unfortunately, we didn't kill Divinity before the end of, or before Relentless, but that was still a very fun run. I can't believe this deck managed to make it work. It started off very, I was worried, let's say, that we would actually make it function. But in the end, who needs a champion when you have Shadow Siege with Multi-Strike 3 and a Shadow Siege inside of an Animus of Will? That was a blast. I love when Shadow Siege is actually playable. That's not what I meant to do. Run history, please. It's not even like that good of a high score. It's better than this run, but what a fun run. Thank you, Multi-Strike Shadow Siege and Animus of Will Shadow Siege with 300. I mean, this is basically a Shadow Siege at this point. It's just 1 energy instead of 6. What a fun run. What a fun assortment of units as well. It was fun. I mean, I can't really say much more than that. I think we got very lucky with the relics that we ended up picking up. Yes, Concussive Coals wasn't really that important in the end, but lifesteal to keep our units alive temporarily, even for 1 turn, helped to allow us to stall playing the Unleash the Wildwoods, even though we ended up pretty much every fight with an excess number of these in our hands, but that's kind of the point. The point is that I mean, they're for an emergency. They're for backup. They're for, oh, hey, my units are dying. Let's make sure they don't die. Fun run. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.